And new at 11, Indiana's primary is less than 3 weeks away. Now, state Republicans named their at-large delegates tonight. And since it looks more likely there won't be a nominee at the start of the convention this summer, those delegates will play a big role in selecting a presidential nominee. WSBT 22's Patrick Roth is at the live desk tonight. And Patrick, a lot of people may be wondering exactly what delegates do.
Yeah, Rick, we've been talking about delegates and the need to have a certain number of them to win the nomination for months now. But there's still the question of exactly who are these delegates anyways? Now we kind of know. Delegates are not exactly a new invention in politics. They've been involved in nearly every convention for both parties for well over 100 years. There's new interest in them largely because of statements like this.
Because it has nothing to do with democracy. They took the votes away from the people in Colorado. People are burning up their Republican cards because they want to vote.
That's a bold statement that begs the question, who exactly are these delegates?
A delegate is an individual who is elected to take part in the selection process, in this instance for the national convention, which ultimately will decide who the Republican presidential candidate will be.
It's the heart and soul of the Republican Party. It's the folks who spend a lot of time working for the Republican Party because they love doing it.
Usually candidates have the nomination all but wrapped up by now, meaning a delegate is largely a ceremonial role.
This year, of course, it's very different. This is a case where every delegate really does matter.
Delegates are committed to vote for the winner of their state or congressional district on the first ballot at the convention. If a candidate doesn't have enough votes to be the nominee after that, delegates are free to vote for others. While that might strike some people as being unfair, party officials point out those are the rules and every candidate is aware of them.
The rules have been in place for a long time. They're not new, and so it is really the game that every single candidate running has entered.
Delegates work vary from state to state and even county to county, and it's a little bit complicated, so bear with me here for a second. In Indiana, each of the 9 congressional districts get 3 delegates. There are also 30 at-large delegates for winning the entire state. So if Ted Cruz wins this district, he'd get our 3 delegates, but let's say Donald Trump wins the state, he'd get those 30 at-large delegates. And as we mentioned, those delegates would have to vote for the winner on the first ballot. At the live desk, Patrick Roth, WSBT 22 News.